Welcome once again today to Dominion Wealth Zone. My name is Julius Olutokun. I welcome you once again to this series, and I'll be sharing with you on 4 plans that are very important in order for you to be able to achieve your financial goals. 4 plans that are very important for you to be able to achieve your financial goals. Please note, everything I'm sharing on this telecast is just for educational purpose. This is not financial advice. You need to consult your financial advisor, and if you want to contact me through the email in the description below. Please do like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button so that anytime I release any video, you can be prompted and benefit from it. What are these 4 plans that are needed before you can achieve your financial goals? The first one is your financial plan. The second one is your budgeting plan. The third one is your savings plan. And the fourth is your spending plan. I'm going to go over them once again. The first one is your financial plan. The second one is your budget plan. Number 3 is your savings plan. And number 4 is your spending plan. I'm going to be talking about financial plan in this series. What is a financial plan? Financial plan outlines an individual's long, short, and medium term goals. And these goals must be arranged in the order of priorities. And you need to state them in the order of importance. And this will enable you to be able to meet your financial goals. So financial plan is important if an individual is going to be able to achieve their financial goals. And what are the things that you want to put in a financial plan? Number one, you need to write, what are my financial goals? Where do I want to be in the next 2 years in the short term, in the next 5 years in the medium term, and the next 10 years in the long term? Where do you want to be? If you aim to be at a point in life and you state them via your financial plan, there's every possibility that you will be there. This has been proved over and over and over and over again. But if you have no aim, everywhere will look like it. There was a research that was conducted in Harvard many years ago. It was only the 3% who wrote their aims and who was specific about where they want to be, who actually achieved those aims. Number 2, in your financial plan, you need to write down, how much do I need? How much do I need? Because how much you need, this not being greedy, will determine how well or how much hours you're going to put into either your work, your businesses, your side hustle, or any other thing to be able to get it. So you need to put down, how much do I need? Number 3, you need to put down, when will I need this? There must be that time factor. Because putting a time to it will give you a target with which you have to work towards. So you must be able to put down, when will I need it? What time? The next 2 years, the next 1 year, the next 3 years. And when you put time, and it's good for you to put those time in bits, what we call it bite size in education. Probably you put it every 3 months, I'm going to assess myself. Every 6 months, I'm going to check where I've been. Every 2 weeks. And this assessment, this continuous assessment, will enable you to see whether you are actually moving forward or you are making progress or not. Because this continuous assessment will determine how well you are doing. Number 4, what level of risks are you ready to take? Are you ready to travel in order to be able to achieve your financial goals? Are you ready to work long hours? Are you ready to invest 90% of what you have got? Are you ready to take a step into the unknown? What levels of risks am I willing to take? You must be able to tell yourself that, and you have to genuine. You have to tell yourself the truth. Number 5 is, what is my current financial state? Where am I now? Because until you define where you are now, you might not have the knowledge or the momentum or the skill to be able to move forward from there. Do I need to talk to somebody? Do I need to consult anyone? Do I need to read a book? Do I need to go on a course? There's sometimes you need to take time off and go on a course. It could be a financial retreat. And that will lead me to number 6. What level of education do I need? What you want today, there's somebody who has it. There's someone who is a link to the person who has what you need. So you must be able to tell yourself, what level of education do I need? And finally, number 7, where should I invest? You can't invest in everything. You need to know where to be able to invest. Even myself, there are some area of investment I dare not dabble into. I dare not go into them because I've got no passion for them. I've got no understanding of what they are. And I could say I have the money and employ people to be able to do it for me. They will end up riding on me. You understand? Because I don't have the knowledge. So you must be able to know where to invest. Now, quickly, I'm going to tell you 10 steps to financial planning. 10 steps you need to know financial planning. Number 1, you need to prioritize your spending. You need to put priority into your spending. I'm going to be talking about that more when I go into budgeting plan. You need to be able to say, this is important, this is urgent, this is not important, and this is not urgent. Number 2, you need to have a budget. You need to have a budget. Stop buying on sales. If you don't have a budget, you find that you just buy on impulse. You buy emotionally, 50% off, 70% off. They will always be there. Those 80% of I've been, and I've seen 90% off before. We're going to be in January very soon. They're going to come to you and tell you 95% off. All those are fibs. You understand? So I always have a budget. Number 3, avoid debts at all costs. And when I talk about debts, I'm talking about consumer debts. You can have investment debts. You can borrow money for your mortgage. You can borrow money to invest. You can borrow money to put on your business. But never borrow money to buy a settee, a sofa in your house. Probably never borrow money to buy a car, except if you are buying that with your company. Through your company. I'm going to go into that later. I know on this telecast and another one. So avoid consumer debts at all cost. With all possibility, avoid it. Number 4, take out insurance policy. Most people don't know the benefit of insurance. A lot of people don't know the benefit of insurance. Insurance is highly beneficial to everyone. And I'm not an insurance agent. I don't sell anything insurance, but I can tell you insurance is very, very important for you if you want to have a good financial life. It's very, very important. Number 5, do a proper assessment of your assets and your liabilities. If your liabilities are more than your assets, you are in a problem. Your assets must be more than your liability. As a matter of fact, your assets must be either 60-40 or 30-70. That's what you want to be. To most people who are poor, their liabilities are about 80 and their assets are 20. Some people's assets are just 10%, liabilities are about 90%. That's a no. It won't work. It's 60-40, 30-70. Your assets must be in the positives, while your liabilities must be in the negatives. That's how to have a basic, standard, settled financial plan. Number 6, you need a financial mentor. Most people don't have financial mentors. I've said this over and over and over again. You don't need to pay anything for it. What I'm doing now is financial mentoring, what I'm doing just now. So you need to have someone you listen to probably every week, if not every day. Every 2 weeks will be too much. You need someone to speak onto you about your finances. Number 7, you need to build an emergency fund. You need to have this fund that if anything happens now, that you fall back on. Or maybe you saw an asset that you need to buy quickly. You understand? You don't have to go and borrow to be able to do that. You need what I call emergency insurance policy, something you can fall back on straight. Number 8, you need to study every investment properly before you put your dime into it. That your 1 penny and your 2 penny, before you put it on anything, you need to study that thing properly. Look at the pros and the cons. Hear from other people. Don't just hear from that person who's talking to you. Hear from other people. And in this time and age, the internet is there for you to do your research. You do your research, find out so much about that thing before you put a dime into it. Number 9, use your credit cards wisely. Credit cards are actually instruments you can use in order to be able to generate income. There's something we call credit card arbitrage. You need to know how to maximize the use of credit card, but you need to be smart with it. You need to be smart, and I repeat that again, you need to be smart with it because you can be caught if you're not sure. Finally, you need to save and invest regularly. You need to save and invest regularly. Make it an habit. Let investment be your habit. If you're not invested in a month, feel as if something's missing in your life. If you apply all these 10 steps that I've just spoken about, before you know, I give you 9 months to 1 year, your financial life will become standard. Like I said, please do like, share, and hit the notification button so that anytime I release any video, you can benefit from it. This is just financial plan. I'll be talking on budgeting plan in the next episode. Thank you. Cheers.